It's a basic principle of natural justice that a person is entitled to be heard before a decision is taken which will be adverse to their rights, interests, and legitimate expectations. Rights and interests are easy enough to understand because you have them presently. Legitimate expectations are a bit more tricky because you're arguing that you legitimately expect that you will have, in the future, a right or an interest, and the decision is affecting that. In FAI and Winneke, the High Court explored this idea of legitimate expectations. FAI was a major insurer providing compulsory workers' compensation insurance. In order to do that, it had to be given approval by the state government. Usually, renewal of this approval was essentially automatic, provided the company remained financially sound. However, there was never any actual guarantee that approval would be renewed, and this time the Victorian government refused to renew the application. FAI complained because they had not been advised that the government was contemplating withdrawing their approval, and they hadn't been given a chance to respond to that intention. Can you see the issue here? FAI couldn't claim that they had a right or an interest affected by the decision because everyone knew that the approval was going to run out, and after that date they wouldn't have an approval unless it had been renewed. FAI was actually arguing that something they had expected to happen was now not going to happen. Could that be the basis for a requirement of natural justice? The court said yes. Each of the 7 judges made separate rulings, but the leading judgment is that of Justice Mason, who quoted a textbook which stated, "Unless the licensee has already been given to understand, when he was granted the license, that renewal is not to be expected, non-renewal may seriously upset his plans, cause him economic loss, and perhaps cast a slur on his reputation. It may therefore be right to imply a duty to hear before a decision not to renew when there is a legitimate expectation of renewal, even though no such duty is implied in the making of the original decision to grant or refuse the licence." In other words, even though there were no guarantees, FAI had a legitimate expectation that their approval would be renewed, and if the government did not wish to renew it, they were entitled to natural justice.